Hey, this is Tony Purcell, the relationship expert, and I want to record this video. This is actually a continuation of a video that I just recorded, so you may or may not have seen that one, but if you do, you'll recognize this drawing. And I know you love this drawing. I mean, look at that. That is some incredible artwork. Okay, the truth is, I'm not an artist, but I want to talk more about this timeline because I want to really emphasize how important this tiny little gap is. If you haven't seen the first video, this is birth, this is death of this Earth school. But the timeline goes on for 1,000,000 billion miles in that direction and another 1,000,000 billion miles in that direction. And so this time period right here is so extremely important. We are here to learn some of the most important and powerful lessons of the entire timeline, which means that this time becomes so extremely short. Let's just call this time 80 years. And let's say you live for an average of 80 years. That means you only have 80 years to learn some of the most important and powerful lessons. That's why it's so important for you to go through this step, which is waking up and arising to who you are, so you can start to remember some of this and begin to learn some of the important and powerful lessons that you're here to learn. So what that means is that every single day is extremely valuable and extremely important, and that you must be learning lessons all the time if you want to make this time valuable. What happens is when you die here, you're going to return to back where you came from, and there's going to start with one question, and that is, what did you learn? You've got to ask yourself, what did you learn, especially considering that you've come from here and you've been alive for those billions of years learning and growing. You came here to learn additional lessons, and you're going to be asked the question, what did you learn? And the correct answer will not be, well, I learned how to work well, I learned how to go to a job every single day, and I learned how to get my bills paid. There's more important lessons for you to learn here. And so as you wake up and begin to learn those lessons, and as I said before, the first step to learning those lessons is waking up and then arising to who you are. And I want to talk about how important that is, because there are a lot of people that I know who know about this, who they say, oh yeah, I've learned that before, but this process is more than just learning something. It's more than just knowing something in your mind. It's about actually experiencing it. It's going through that process yourself. It's one thing to say, yeah, I know that I came from somewhere and I'm going somewhere. It's something completely different to actually experience that and know and remember who you are and remember what you're here for and to start to live that. And so the challenge for today is that you ask the question, what am I supposed to be learning now? And there's so much power when you ask the question about life, what am I supposed to be learning? Because when you do that, you open yourself to receiving the answers. Maybe the answers come immediately. Maybe the answers come through an experience that you have in life. Maybe the answer comes in that you should go read this book, or you should go watch this video, or do something. But I promise, if you're willing to ask the answers and you're willing to receive whatever answer comes, you will start to get those answers. And you cannot waste another day. This 80 years is so extremely short, which means every single day must be used to its absolute highest capacity. So, go and ask yourself that question. What am I supposed to be learning now? What am I supposed to be doing with this time? And be willing to listen to the answer. And I will see you in the next video.